Island was out of power. Power lines down everywhere.
Oh man, it was just so hard to really kind of explain. 2 Cat 5 storm.
Houses and roofs gone, a lot of the power line and infrastructure system was down and on the ground.
When we got here, most of the poles on this island were on the ground, broke, snapped.
Haugland had the manpower, Haugland had the equipment power, and Haugland was up and about 16 hours a day.
It was really a lot to rebuild, and getting the help from Haugland, and they coming in and really making it happen, really helping us where we had really need that help.
Well, here we provide electric and water services to the people of the islands. Without electricity, there's no businesses, there's no refrigerators at home. We all had to work hand in hand to get the island restored. Haugland was a key component of that effort to restore electric service to the people of the Virgin Islands.
Well, the work that we do here in HVI is to better the island in terms of outages. HVI plan to have less outages on the island than what the island has been having before.
All right, so the poles that I'm currently setting on is what we're replacing the wood poles with.
Composites they're a lot stronger. The framing that's done is a lot heavier hardware, where the wood poles use 5/8 hardware. We're using 7/8 and 3/4 inch hardware on the new poles.
They're flexible. They have the flexibility that a wood pole doesn't offer. So it gives it the strength to keep moving as the wind's coming and deflect back to its natural state.
My role in the composite project is to manage the pole yard. Managing the pole yard basically consists of trimming poles, managing materials, run the grounds, drill holes, and put in materials for each different type of poles.
The installation of composite poles will help tremendously in getting the lights back on when and if the next hurricane hits.
So these poles right here have a strong future in the Caribbean and around the world.
I had been working on island for quite some time. Haugland had been a customer of the company I was working for. I was always impressed with the knowledge they brought to the table. And one of the main reasons that I really came with Haugland is that they have their own QA, quality assurance, that regardless of the owner's ability to provide that, we provide it. We make sure we do good work.
We're putting anywhere between a 40 to 80,000 pound truck in these narrow, tight areas in the sides of the mountains. The biggest thing is posting and communicating with the customers so that once you get up there, you can set up and work without interfering with the consumer's daily activities.
I've worked in many areas of the U.S. And from my experience, this company is always forward thinking.
From using a 35 12A pressure digger, we've had to modify the augers. We use a company and we're using a carbide bit that's custom built to drill through this blue rock. A lot of the tooling that we use, we've had to send out to engineers and firms and have to redesign and modify to better suit for the conditions of the islands. Things like that is how you progress the project instead of hindering it.
I like everything about working HVI. I get that you could learn new stuff, get to work around people that could teach you new things.
As the years go by, they offer me more and more training. If you come in as a laborer in this company, you have place for upward mobility. People that came here to work from out the United States, from America, they came here and they showed the locals different ways to do stuff, and they work hand in hand with them. Like, they show us what they know and we show them our culture, and everybody is one family.
A lot of the local individuals, we started becoming good friends, acquaintances, and we started hiring, and then we were like, this would be a good time to start a training program.
Once the project started hiring the locals, they was flaggers and helpers, and actually getting them into the trade and training them up
to do what we do.
We talked to them and got them in and introduced as groundmen, got them into the union, and slowly watched them progress. And all of them are commercial drivers, and some are stateside CDL holders.
Groundmen do like a universal of the groundworks. Whether it's going through the bushes, digging holes, setting up for the poles, setting up for anchors, you know, a different variety of more the hands-on work.
We have about a 50% workforce that is from the island and a 50% that's from the state sides. With the training that's going on and the interactions and the positive attitudes, it creates a great work environment. So all these guys, they're constantly adapting and growing together. It's at the point now where if disasters happen in the States, they actually travel with us to the U.S. to help give back.
The locals definitely making progress. Like I said, Patrice, you know, she started as a groundman, now she basically runs my composite pole yard.
What made me start working in construction field is the hurricane we had in 2017. Because I lost my job, I was unemployed for a bit. I had to move from house to house to rebuild back a normal foundation life. I heard about HVI after the hurricane. HVI worked in the Virgin Islands restoring power, and it was all over the island.
You know, I'm impressed with the amount of cohesiveness in the group, whether it's from civil or from electric. It's just there's a good amount of communication. I like that.
You know, it's rewarding working for them. It's a company that treats you well, treats you like a person, and the teamwork there is fabulous. I love everything in what I do, and most of all, what I like is seeing satisfied customers.
There's not a lot of places you can go on the islands that Haugland didn't make a difference. And people, if they see your truck with that logo on it, people are glad to see you on their road because they know something's going to happen.
There's times where even if I have a question, I could call and ask them, or when we need something done, they're always quick to respond. And we have a good working relationship.
They'll come out to the job. They'll ask you how you doing, how's the work. You know, it's like they care. Other companies, most of the time, you don't even see the owners or upper management until something happens. They actually come out here and check on you, and that makes you feel good. You know, it keeps your morale up.
I am happy to be a part of Haugland Virgin Islands to provide power and light and faster restoration to the Virgin Islands.